Greetings and welcome, Ethan and Adriana, and every non-Ethan or Adriana on the planet. It's good to have you guys here today. We are going over some slope-intercept form, a mighty powerful form, perhaps the most popular form. Slope-intercept form has the most followers on Twitter of the forms of equations of lines, I'm pretty sure. Here, Cameron, you can put that away. M is the slope. You can find M. It's the coefficient of the x term. B is your y-intercept, and it does include this sign amity. So if that's a negative, then the y-intercept will be negative. So here's three equations, ladies and gentlemen. The slope here would be, like I said, the coefficient of the x, the number in front of the x term, hammer on. So m is equal to 4. The y-intercept, Jimmy, what's the y-intercept going to be here? I don't know. I like it, Jimmy. Well done. So b is equal to -7. All right, trickier question on this one, Cameron. Look out. For y equals mx plus b, what's going on with the m here? So the m, what do you guys think the m is? Yeah, Jimmy, I think the m is the 6. I know, I'm just kidding. B, where's the b? There's nothing there. Well done, friends. So the b is 0. And similarly with question 18, I could have rewritten this as y equals 0x minus 1. Yep. And b is equal to -1. Well done. So this is the equation of a horizontal line as well. So you might have just been able to remember that the slope of a horizontal line is 0. But there you go. There you go. All right. So let's see. Question 26. It says giraffe, the linear equation. Identify the x-intercept. So what is the slope here, Ethan? One over 2, 1/2. I like it. And what is the y-intercept? 3. So to graph this, you begin, if you need a drink, you can, at the y-intercept, the 3. So graph that at the 3. And amity, if I want to find the next point on the line, I'm going to move by my slope. Watch me move by my slope. Watch me move by my slope, right? Up 1 over 2, because slope is rise over run. And notice I can get multiple points and just kind of keep going if I want. Way easier than making a table of values. I think you guys agree. Also, side note, 1/2 is also equal to -1 over -2. So you technically could go down 1 and backwards 2. If you wanted to point in that direction. That's a perfectly legitimate option. So let's see. So let's graph this lion. So pick any points that we made. The further apart your points are, usually the more accurate. Oh dear. The more accurate that will be. I feel like. Yeah, they're a little sloppy. A little sloppy there. So here's my line, right, which represents all combinations of x and y that make this equation true. And then they ask me this question, what is the x-intercept? So that's asking, where does it cross the x-axis? So the x-int, I feel like it should have been at -6. Yeah, but I think my graph was off a little bit. Yeah, according to my graph, I would have said -6.5, but I think the real answer is -6, because it would have occurred when y was equal to 0. Half of -6 is -3, and -3 plus 3 is 0. So yeah, so my graph got a little bit off kilter there, just a little bit. So -6 is the actual, but I agree that my graph was not the best, sadly. All right, last question. Beware, my friends. This is not in slope-intercept form. So the first thing I want to do is solve this for y, so I could like move that 2x to the t'other side. Get the y by itself. Don't forget that that minus sign is still there. Classic. And then subtract 6 from both sides. Oh, we're getting warmer, friends. The opposite of y is equal to negative 2x minus 6. So what is positive y going to equal? Just going to be the opposite of all of those things. So y equals positive 2x plus 6. Because it just, I opposited everything. Another way you could think about that is multiplying both sides by negative 1. That's a legit way. Dividing by negative 1 also works. So now that I've got it in slope-intercept form, what is the m? 2. And what is the b? Nice. I think we should have a mini quiz today, actually. Let's see. B equals 6. So y-intercept begin at the 6, and the slope is 2. So my rise is 2, but what's my run? The run be 1, son. Up 2 over 1. Right? Because 2 is the same as 2 over 1. So there's a point. Up 2 and over 1. And then I could also go down 2 and backwards 1 if you wanted. Because 2 over 1 is the same as negative 2 over negative 1. Down 2 and over 1. Yeah, good times. And actually, oh, look at this. I definitely can predict that x-intercept now. Direct hit. Yes, excellent. And then draw my line with a straight edge. Oh, that's close enough. And so the line represents the infinitely many values of x and y, the combinations of x, comma, y, that make the original equation true. All right, so these are the solutions of that equation all mapped out. And if I want to find the x-intercept, it's where my line crosses the x-axis. Looks like that happens at negative 3. So x-int is negative 3. All right. There you go, friends. Graphing lines is a super important skill. Bye-bye.